stays like this now, or it's
Yeah.
warm like this is where it's going to kill me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You heard it live here. Jonathan's going to die.
Sorry.
No, Todd, just the person I wanted to talk about. Chaston still has not been to the Hawaiian Place in Wichita yet. And so I told him that next time we were down there, we were going to have to take him to the Hawaiian Place. So,
Brent, long time no see, buddy. I
yeah.
was just with him this weekend. He was my doubles partner. So
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
yeah.
You got a good doubles partner for one.
We had a good time. It was a good time.
Nice.
So, yeah, we'll give everybody a few minutes to filter in here.
Have you taken an allergy pill? Do you want something?
I took some, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
U.S. Open was crazy. Jonathan did just find out who won. There will be spoilers, by the way, but we're going to watch the back hour of the telecast here while we're talking about what's going on. So yeah, we'll give people a few minutes to filter in here so that they can get started. And
I am sitting here looking at myself, and I know I rushed here.
yeah,
I do not have a hat on.
You don't have a hat on.
No,
yeah,
I do not.
No, that's all right. So yeah, we're gonna start at the beginning of the Buttriff Nair match. So hashtag spoilers. What's up?
I haven't watched it yet. Might wait.
Charwal, haven't watched it yet. Might wait and watch this later. Yeah, you're probably gonna want to, because we're gonna talk about everything. There's spoilers, and it was crazy. So I would recommend, if you have not seen the show yet, do not watch this now. Save this for later, and then come enjoy what we're talking about, the craziness. So yeah, I would love to have you stick around here and be able to comment, but you can always add comments later. And it was crazy, so I don't want to ruin the crazy for anybody. So
You look darker than I do right now.
yeah, which is weird. I think it's all this. Like I was saying, I haven't shaved. I literally haven't shaved in probably 3 weeks. Anything. And
If I don't shave in 3 weeks, I'll have a beard
Yeah.
down here.
yeah, I just look like I got hit with a cactus.
Hope I'll be watching later and enjoy the stream.
Yeah, we'll see you later.
See you, man.
Yeah. Show's great. Show's amazing.
We're gonna have.
So, yeah.
We're having some. If you can see.
Prost
Prost.
Pilsner, and we've got
I wore a little bit of it.
yeah, we got 4 of these. It's just a Pilsner. So this is a good Pilsner, though. This is
It is very good. I do like it.
This is Pilsner
Oh, sweet. Okay,
basically.
thank
Oh yeah, turbo hat even.
Wow.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, just
Yeah.
I've never worn it, so I could
Well,
have made
I was
a
trying to find
big head
something that
joke.
would work, and I was like, oh, this is perfect.
there we go.
There you go.
But anyway, yeah.
Now you guys can watch the stream. You have a
Yeah,
ginger and you
yeah.
had a bald guy. So
Yeah.
now
that
you can,
even kind of matches
does.
everything too. I mean,
It
that's
does.
more pink than red.
and
but
I have a turbo on the sleeve. so
yeah,
we're
yeah.
good.
So yeah, everything's all good. You know, all kinds
Thank
of
you,
logos
Angel.
all over the place.
Need to get sponsors from these beers. Yeah, I know, right? That'd be awesome. We might have to rebrand
That's
the
for
show.
a different channel.
Yeah,
I like that.
I do like this hat.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and hit play. Now I think everybody's kind of in here,
Yeah.
so we're watching the first shot from Buttriff. I'm gonna turn this down
The
so we
red,
don't get
the red
any-
oil is pretty cool. I didn't get to watch a whole lot of the show last week. That red oil is pretty sweet.
Yeah, the red oil really helps you see the pattern a whole lot better than the blue. The blue
Oh, yeah.
just kind of looks like there's oil in the middle and there's nowhere else.
Right.
The red is a whole lot better contrast.
It dyes everything.
So-
it kills.
Yeah,
You throw it once
it's
on the-
not gonna dye the urethane balls. It's all they used.
So is that what they used? Everybody on the show was all urethane.
It was 100%
So,
urethane.
Correct me. Was this pattern 4 for the week?
Yes, yeah. Normally the pattern, the first 3 patterns of the qualifying rounds, and then the 30,
Yeah.
the cut to the top 24,
Mhm.
and the 3 match play rounds, and the TV
Yeah.
show was number 4.
So I'm curious to know everybody's thoughts too on how easy they played. Would you rather see the U.S. Open harder? Or would you rather see it easier, like the scoring pace that was these last couple of days? Because I really enjoy when, like, the 40-foot flat, when they had to make shots.
Yeah,
I enjoy those kind of tournaments, especially U.S. Open or a Masters. They should be
Yeah.
hard. They should be.
that was one of the, and they've done that the last several years. They've had a couple like really brutal patterns during qualifying,
Yeah.
and then the match play patterns are when everybody's like, okay, Prather's plus 600 now, or
Yeah.
whatever going into.
Because I enjoyed the heck out of, like, it was a day 2 where they had that 40-foot flat.
Mhm.
The Nair, that kid throws the crap out of it, by the way.
Yeah, and what he is playing the ditch. He wasn't playing well. No. He did pull it in a little bit against Ascona. He was getting it on the one. I mean, it was on the one board. Like, he had a couple of them that were not that were on like the 0.7 board or whatever.
Throwing urethane.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
throwing urethane. Now they did have Nick Hoagland on.
Oh, was he on here? Sweet.
Not today. They had him on yesterday when we were watching the match play rounds.
Right.
We watched some in the morning, and then we watched on the way back from the tournament we bowled yesterday. And he was surprised with the ease of this pattern, because if you look at it, it's got stuff going on all over the place. It's pretty flat. There's a crap load of oil. And he said the reason for the higher volumes that he prefers is that it makes the right side of the lane break down a whole lot more slowly, because 30 plus mils is just ridiculous. And so he says that tends to even out things between the left and the right side of the lane. The shot stays fresher longer, so it's not like if the lefties are whacking it, and if the lefties and righties are both whacking it on the fresh, and then it goes away for the righties, that doesn't really happen here, because with the volumes, it doesn't matter. And especially in the match play rounds, because you're only having a couple people bowl at a time, it doesn't go very fast at all. Right.
I did see somebody right here. Yeah, Rockefeller. I did see Randy's tweet. It was pretty negative. I didn't hear what his comments on the show.
Yeah, and that's circling back around to that. Probably ought to stay on track here, but Hoagland said he was really surprised how easy this shot was playing. But basically, what it is, when you're talking about that kind of volumes, you're going to have reactive stuff be even more over under than normal. And so when you can put 180 grit on a urethane ball and watch it hook at 20 feet and then walk up.
Hey, why would you not throw it?
Everybody, I mean, just watching some of this, you're just putting a urethane ball, just watch it calmly walk up. And it was easy specifically because of the volume, because you could just hammer the crap out of it. Urethane doesn't shape much. And so, you could just kind of put it out there and let it walk up. If you got it out a little bit, blade machines can't oil the one board. They physically can't oil the one board. So if you do get it out there, the ball's going to hook.
It's going to hook, yeah.
If you get it in a little bit, well, it's urethane and you're playing straight and you're being pretty firm with it. So, I mean, if you watch something like this, I mean, he got that one in a little bit, but it's going to hold. Yeah. It's going to hook up, but then it's also going to hold too.
Yeah.
So
is he a youth bowler?
Yeah, he's 18. Yeah, I know.
I heard something. He's skipping college and is actually going to go straight to the tour.
Yeah,
he bought his card.
Oh wow.
He bought his card.
I mean, kid can play.
And they said something about it on there that he bought it like on a Wednesday, and that weekend he went out and he won his regional.
Huh. Yeah. He's already won 2 regionals, from what I understand.
Yeah, he won the regional, and now he's the 4th person to ever convert the 710 on TV. So, Nick was surprised at the scoring pace, because he's, he said that Chad Murphy impresses on him, and, it's the U.S. Open. It needs to be tough.
Yeah.
You need to, make several different angles playable, but it's got to be, I mean, the Masters last week was kind of the normal idea for like the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
It was so flat. I mean, it was so long and it was so heavy that it puts urethane in play just right up the ditch.
Yeah.
And these guys just whacked it, because you don't have to try to throw the ball hard.
Right.
You can roll it. You can stay slow and roll it exactly the way that you want to roll it. There's no pressure to throw it hard, and then there was some room left to right. And if you guys, these guys are good enough, even when I would say that I'd say it's tougher when you have less room left to right than front to back.
Yeah.
Because front to back, you can always kind of straighten it out and take things out of play. But if you've got some room left to right, I mean, that's when they really open up.
Oh yeah.
I would take room left to right versus front to back any day of the week.
I heard something that Barnes mentioned. I don't remember if it's something that I think somebody overheard him talking to his tour or his ball reps on the first when they got started with Cashier's round, I think is what it was. And he was trying to get the guys to get out of urethane.
Yeah.
And all the righties to work together, because the lefties were crushing it. I mean, they were just going into Cashier's round. They were just annihilating everything. I mean, you saw what Buttrick did through qualifying. Who else was it? Nair had a killer set through for however many games, 16, 20, 24 games of qualifying, I think is what it was. But obviously the play was definitely urethane.
Yeah. And so, yeah, Randy wasn't a fan of the scoring pace. Like Jason Sterner lost the first match, 258 to 256. That's not
Did he really?
Yeah, that's not a U.S. Open score. And then the Nair as Kona match was 230 or 240 to 2-0. So still kind of high scoring. This one, Butters Nair, Butters ran away with it, and Nair made the 7-10 in the middle of the game, which made it kind of interesting. But there was no doubt that Butters was winning because he went like spare next 6 or 7 or something like that, and Nair never had a shot. And then the final match was nutso beyond nutso.
I'm excited to see that. That's
so
looking
yeah.
forward to that. Is that the one after this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the winner of this match takes on Chris Vi.
Yep.
Okay.
So.
Hope everybody's had an awesome weekend.
Yeah.
You bowled a little bit yesterday.
Yeah. You bowl a little bit. We're watching a commercial right now, so we'll.
Yeah. I just got home from Emporia, so
yeah.
I'm still in my what I just bowled in. So.
Yeah, the weekend was pretty good. I botched a shot at 800 on Thursday, but I know what happened. And then Friday, I spent the first 2 games of the night figuring out why I botched the last game of Thursday. And barely, I had to have the back 4 for 6-0 Friday night in league.
Did you really?
That's how bad it was. And we were on the lowest. We were on the low end of the house. It was like 11 and 12 or something like that. So it was
on Friday night.
It was on the low end of the league, which
I can't tell you the last time we bowled down there.
No, so that's probably why we've been doing better until we get to this nonsense.
Well, not me.
Yeah,
not me at Westers. And fun fact, we get to bowl each other Thursday night.
Yeah. Thursday night's gonna be fun, boy. And I tell you what, I figured it out too.
How great!
I didn't even need my what.
No,
we're bowling each other Thursday night.
I know. That means your thing back goes in the cup.
Yeah, I bet it is. Just set it on the rack.
Sorry, Mikey.
On the rack.
It's not going to bother me. Throw it over there all you want.
Yeah. So, no, but I figured out I didn't. And the cool thing is I didn't need my handicap. I only get 6 sticks for the tournaments that I go to, 6 a game, but I did not need my handicap to cash yesterday.
Won't have it much longer.
So, yeah, which is okay because I wouldn't have. Yeah. I was fairly close. I think I missed the number by 30 to get to the top 4.
Oh, so you were close.
Yeah, so I was close. Now I was only
missing 7 pins?
1.
Okay.
But I just got fast with my feet. It wasn't I figured out what I was doing wrong. Our pairs were crazy off. Was that the only easy spare you missed all day? No, I missed 2 of them back to back. I missed the 7 pin and then I missed a 4, 7, 8. So it's almost, there's your cut right there. Yeah, pretty much my cut, and then there was a couple other ones that were just bad breaks. So who made the top 4? Joe Grondin. Just curious. Anthony Rucker or something. Big kid that looks like Nair and just throws it like Nair. Oh yeah. Jesse did not make it, correct? No, Jesse was the first one out, and then I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I was just curious.
I can't remember the other 2.
This is the longest ad in the history of ads right here, by the way.
Who was it? Slivkov. Patrick Slivkov was the 4th.
Yeah, because the MC wanted somebody else to come up and announce it.
Oh, really?
Dontrell something or other. The short little black dude that always wears the Patriots hat. Oh, yeah. Okay. I know who you're talking about. But yeah, those guys made it, and it's an interesting top 4. I can't remember who won actually. I don't know that I actually ever. Well, saw Dave doesn't always get the stuff right away, so people that have been bowling get. Yeah, it looks like Butcher was running this over. But yeah, Chaston, Chaston Pohas, he's a lefty too. That really the little kid that really spins it up from the left side. Yep. We did not have a lane that was like the other lane on the pair or had a pair that was similar to another pair the entire day. Everything that we bowled on 12 different lanes. All of them were different. Some of them were really different, but that does not sound interesting to have such differences. Yeah. Some the ditch hooked, some the ditch didn't. Some the track hooked, some it didn't. Some if you tugged it would sit. Some if you tugged it would go. It doesn't. But again, I made the cut, and I would have cashed without my handicap. So well, then perfect. Yeah.
That's a little bit more.
I think it's one of those things. I don't necessarily succeed at Ward Parkway.
I'm sorry if you kept check there, then you.
Yeah, I hold it together better there than most other people, I guess.
You just have a mutual understanding of that.
Anyway, you shot 730 something in singles for your
down there.
IU Bowl doubles and singles yesterday.
Yep. Did not catch the transition yesterday for doubles, and that place in Emporia, the people that have bowled there multiple games, more than just a league set, they kind of blow up, and when they go quick.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, here it is. He's going to cover the 710. Then today, same thing. First 2 games, 10 on a pair. Yeah, first 2 games were great, and then they just blow up.
Yeah.
It's just gone. Everything was gone. And I had a lot of rev rate on my pair, too, so I was catching a lot of it. Gannon Williams was on my team.
Oh, God.
And he turns the crap out of it.
Yeah.
Here goes.
Oh, what a bounce.
Yeah, and they'll show the replay. It actually, the pin, we just saw the 710 that Anthony Nyer made. It was the 4th one ever televised, and actually Just Stay Rook was the last one in 1991 to make it another lefty. So it's been 30 years. You
guys have the easy way to make it.
Yeah.
It must be nice.
So, yeah, he throws it.
Spare of the game. I'd hope so.
Yeah. And then they show the strike shot. So, but, yeah, the pin
what ball is that?
It's a black hammer.
Okay.
It bounces off the ball.
Wow, it does.
So yeah, it was perfect. It was perfect.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it kicked off the curtain somewhere, and it hit the curtain, and then it kicks off.
It started there, but didn't.
He's throwing a black hammer too.
Yeah, which was really interesting because he throws a purple hammer on the fill ball, and it sucks. So he went right back to the black hammer for the championship match. That pattern looked like a bad Tetris game. Exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
So anyway, your team set today was.
Team set was rough. First couple games I go 230 to. I remember game 2 is like 210, and then I shoot like 180. So transition was a little rough. The middle of the lane just blew up, and they were gone, and that was that. That's what she wrote. But gonna make some money for the weekend. It's always a plus. Time to move on.
Hopefully that one doesn't blow up. That one's a Kolsch, and so we're gonna step up. They have an IPL, which is a pale lager.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's in between open it over the.
Yeah, I will. And I even still have my wrist tape on. You can tell I haven't even been.
Yeah. We're kind of putting the squeeze on him here with the.
Please be good. All right, we're good.
All right.
I'm not wearing this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, glad to be able to still come do this. Wish I was actually no, I don't wish I was at Ward Parkway. But, make it even. I think I gotta go a little more.
Ward Parkway it's still weird.
There you are, sir.
But again, I threw the ball so bad the last 6 frames of it's all shoulder closing thing, which is interesting watching this guy. Because they were talking about how he kind of throws it like a two-hander. He turns sideways. His right shoulder is pointed straight at the head pin. And that's the only thing that I focused on yesterday. It's like, because I started losing my back ends Thursday night in that last game. I left a couple of flat 7s. Well, then I just kind of gradually started closing my shoulders, trying to help the ball. Well, then I have to kind of shove it or fling it to get it out, and so then I come into where I either tug the crap out of it or I completely flag it, dump it, whatever else. And then Friday it was the same thing, as I was just my shoulders were aiming that way and I was trying to throw the ball that way, and so I finally figured out in the last game Friday.
What'd you throw?
I threw the RST for a couple of games, and then I threw my phase grip the last game Friday.
Oh, there it was.
Yeah.
The ball looked horrible.
Yeah. The purple hammer. It's like, yeah, okay. That hooked off the planet. You know that they're tough when the purple hammer is not the pick.
Yeah.
I mean, so everybody can say what they want to say about the easy scoring pace. Vi is going to throw a fast pitch.
Really?
Which doesn't really look like the pick, but we'll talk about that.
See, I'm honestly surprised that Vi didn't throw reactive, even though everybody was still throwing your thing. Because how many righties did we have on the show?
I was thinking that
it was 3 and 2.
Sterner was there.
Sterner, Ascona, and then Vi.
You were thinking what? Sorry, Angel.
Didn't he do that in the match play, like the last game or something? He switched to. Was that him? Somebody did.
He threw urethane the entire time and then switched to the proton against
That's right. Okay.
Buttriff to get the.
There's a person at my front door, and it's my daughter.
Interesting. Did y'all comment on Randy Peterson shatting on all the urethane he saw this week? Yeah, he was.
We were talking about it a little bit. Yeah,
he wasn't happy, and he talked about it on the show. He was like, yeah, this is technology that we used when I was bowling pros, and so he says it kind of feels like a step back.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's a.
I mean, how can you bag on him? If it's what strikes, why not throw it?
Yeah, exactly. If it's and that's the thing is that get more interesting with what they. I mean, urethane's obviously here to stay, just like two-handers are here to stay, and whatever else.
I mean, let's be honest. The USBC is not going to ban it, neither is the PWBA.
Major League still uses wooden bats,
and they still allow shifting. I mean, essentially, it's like shifting in baseball.
And golf has stayed on top of things a little bit more, but nobody uses wood clubs anymore. But length is kind of
I mean, if you try, you'll probably get left behind.
Yeah.
Heck, urethane, go short pin. Yeah, I like that idea. I've actually never short pinned anything. I should give it a shot.
Luke tried one.
I just don't throw urethane very much.
We're done with the Buttriff Nair match, and Nair was
championship match.
Yeah, Nair was never really close.
Get rid of urethane, carry down, just run the game for anyone else. Can't count that. Yeah,
and that's the thing is that the ball companies are a big part of supporting professional bowling and bowling everywhere, and so they kind of need to make money off the equipment that they're making, and urethane's not really a big seller, but at the same time,
the big issue I see
you needed to compete on tougher stuff, basically.
I also see it too. You got a lot of people that watch these shows that are bowlers, competitive bowlers, but they don't really have the knowledge of what they're really going for. And they see all these pros throwing urethane, and they think, "Oh, urethane! I want to go get one." Right. And they go to their shop and they order
and they try to
a fast pitch or a purple tank, or they can't get a purple hammer yet, and they can't throw it. And they will, well, why doesn't this look for me like it does for them? Well,
that's because it's completely different. They're actually good.
Skip flippy.
There is that.
Sorry.
But yeah, Randy wasn't a fan of, and I don't think anybody is. It's not terribly interesting to watch pros throwing urethane and shooting 250s with urethane. It's just kind of
it strikes.
But I mean, they used to shoot 250s with urethane back in the day when it was even harder than it is now and more inconsistent. You didn't know what the pattern was, and of course, I don't.
Do people look at it as a crutch? Maybe is that?
Well, that's the thing is people say urethane's a crutch now.
Yeah.
15 years ago, it was outdated technology, and it was stupid to even use it. And now everybody's using it because it controls the lane and helps you hit the pocket.
Like college players.
Yeah. So college players try to throw it on everything now. So
there's an art throwing urethane good and making the hand movements with it. It's good. And it's 100% right, Bruce. It's.
Ken Fleming, Emporia, start down 8th and jump 12 left for game 2.
Yeah, pretty much. It was
Ward Parkway, don't bull.
Yeah, in fact, I did enjoy Emporia. It's a nice little center there and smack dead in the middle of random Kansas.
I have not bowled there.
It's been a long time.
10 years probably. The last time I was there, I won some little sweeper that we went to.
Yeah.
And one of the 2 or 3 tournaments I've ever won, period.
Really?
Yeah. Well, there was only like 35 people at this sweeper.
Then reservice your balls when you get it.
And I kind of got it handed to me.
They used to run monthly sport. So during
there was a few more than that. I think
Johnny Clark. I think this was actually before Johnny Clark bought the pro shop.
Oh, okay.
So it was way back in the
day. They used to run monthly sport sweepers. I think they only
been married 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
That's why I said I thought it was 10 years ago or so.
Yeah, we'd only been married 2 years.
I won throwing my covert revolt.
Oh.
No, it was way before that.
They need to go back to running their monthly sports sweepers because we were getting good turnouts on them. I think Bruce bowled pretty good, made a step ladder on one. I made a step ladder on one.
You still had the blast zone then at that time.
And
that was one of them that was in the bag.
Their handicap on the sports sweepers were if you average over 200 or 200 flat or more, you're scratched. So it was nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, we
But
were
anyway,
getting
yeah,
like 40. The first one I showed up to, we had like 40 to 50 bowlers. It was inside action. It was nice.
Yeah, I do like the center down there because it's got like 8 lanes and there's 6 lanes and there's a break and then
There's
it's like
the
wall at 6
no,
or
there's
8
8,
lanes.
and then there's a wall. And they have
There's
23 and 24.
12 more. Okay. Yeah.
The random wall. It's
Mhm.
like apparently the wall
like,
to
yeah,
the
why-
left is
why
where all
would
their
they-
open play is.
Okay, I'm gonna say like, why is it even there?
Yeah. But it's clean. They do a good job.
Yeah.
taking care
Oh,
of it.
Matt
Mark
Peoples
Montier.
in here. What's up, dude?
Only bowled there a couple times in high school and always had success.
Congrats on the. I think
Sweet.
Matt and his wife just had a baby here recently, or
Oh,
somewhat
awesome.
somewhat recently. It might have been a year ago by now, but I've seen pictures on Facebook.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you had a baby sometime in the last 5 years. Congratulations. It's all good.
Oh, nice.
It's walking now, but that's the older you get, the more recently that
That's
feels.
what it was. Thank you, Bruce. Sports Sweepers were
Yeah,
doing the
6
COVID
months
shutdown.
old. Yeah, I've seen the pictures on
Oh, see,
Facebook.
it's not
That's
that
cool.
you're not that far behind then.
Yeah, only 6 months.
Happy
Only
half
6
birthday.
months. Yeah.
That's sooner than you usually get. That's progress.
Yeah, the sports sweepers were during the COVID shutdown, so it was a lot of fun. They need to go back to them though. It was pretty neat because it's an easy drive. It really, especially for
Oh
us.
yeah. Because you just hit the turnpike. It's turnpike
Straight. Yeah.
90% of the way there.
Yep.
So
All right, so have we started this match?
no, we haven't started the next match yet, but it's Vi Buttriff, and it's very interesting. I don't want to. I'll talk about things as we go through later. We talked about the pattern U.S. Open Pattern 4 being way easier, and again, Nick Hoagland has been designing these patterns for a long time.
Yeah,
He's the one that does all the patterns for nationals, and that team pattern is notoriously difficult. Hashtag you're a thing. So now that I'm a lefty, Chaz Brewer and I are he's gonna take me under his wing. But yeah, the pitch black and the fast pitch are definitely going, and I might buy extras of both of them, especially the pitch black, because the pitch black was actually
probably not a bad idea.
The pitch black was actually a rush job.
Are you gonna go like pin down, pin up? Is that what you're thinking?
I'm probably gonna drill it exactly the same that I had it, but my pitch black, I re-drilled it. It was my righty ball, and I really didn't put a whole lot of effort into the quality of the plug job because it was just going to be a comparison ball for like the pitch purple and the fast pitch or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh crap, I'm left-handed. I have to throw urethane now. So
yeah, you kind of joined that team, didn't you?
I think I want to buy myself a fresh pitch black, and I might have to add that to the order.
Okay.
Matt, we did talk about the red oil, the blue, or the red oil. The red oil, I believe, is being used because Kegel chose it. I believe
it's yes. Because PBA has a contract with Brunswick, and Brunswick has blue oil, but USBC goes with Kegel, and Kegel was doing everything for this, and so Kegel has red oil.
I personally like the red.
I like the red so much better.
You can see the red is dead.
Because the blue, the blue you can't see any difference from pattern to pattern on anything but length.
If I had my personal preference, it would just be no color at all.
Yeah, I think the pros, I don't think it, number one, it definitely doesn't help the pros with anything. If anything, it's distracting.
That and destroys their apparel and their one balls.
Speaking of distracting, Ward Parkway, we had to bowl with a mask on the entire time. We couldn't even take it down when we were on the approach.
Since when?
Since recently. It's the first time since the shutdown. And keep in mind that we've been able to bowl here in the Kansas, Missouri area since May of last year. So we've been back to bowling for almost a month. It was only really shut down for like a month and a half here.
That's just KC Mo. Are they having a spike?
No, I don't. It's just
Nothing's
that county.
changed out there. It's just they decided this is what we want to do.
This is the first time
I'd have walked out the door. Sorry.
Since I've bowled.
I can't because my glasses. I can't see anything.
Yeah, it's the first time.
Nearly everybody was at least their nose because you can't. Nobody was pulling it off. Nobody was taking it off.
Right, Riley got told about himself.
Did he?
Blonde moment.
Yeah. That's what I call it, as a blonde moment.
Yeah.
They did announce it. They didn't say anything. They didn't have any signs up. They didn't whatever. They just said mask required when you come in the door.
Was it the bowling center's decision?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it was the bowling, but I think it was.
No, it was.
Oh, it was the bowling.
We were just there like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know. We didn't have to do it, and that's the thing. Is that the first time since we've been back to bowling post-COVID lockdown that I've had to wear a mask while actually bowling. Everywhere else, they've said you can
even
take the
lunar,
mat.
as strict as they were,
Yeah.
you could still pull it
You
down
can pull
on
it
the
down
approach.
pull it down on the
Yeah.
approach and then put it right back up.
Because lunar was a
I
strict.
started getting
to wear
more
it the whole
upset
time.
because all of the staff,
Yeah.
all of them were wearing their
Yeah,
own
yeah.
shades.
So I wouldn't
So
have
you're
done it.
gonna tell me that I have to do it, but you don't even have it over your face? We have a problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have worn it then.
It was so
I
frustrating.
would have just.
Oh, well.
I will follow the rule, but you.
Did Riley get in trouble for it? Then?
Joe, since bowling came back here, we've had to have our masks on full time at MA. Boo hoo. Yeah. It was a different experience. I actually didn't mind it. It was really freaking hot though, and it's hot in Ward Parkway anyway.
Especially you start getting to the summertime.
So
holy heck!
Patton came out and
I
watched.
think it would have been
Right.
Did he
fine
really?
had it
Pat
always
Tom.
been there. Like every time we showed up to Ward Park, I would have been fine. But to have nothing, and then here it is a year later. Now all of a sudden, now we're going to require it.
Well, it's not only that. We were just there 3 weeks ago, and it was. I don't know.
Yeah, it was different, but whatever. It was different, but it actually.
Yeah,
it
Las
actually
Vegas,
was
I believe,
actually
in the
fine.
bowling centers, they have to wear masks the entire
Yeah.
time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just weird because we were literally just there 3 weeks ago, and they didn't require you to wear a mask while you're on the approach. You could actually take it.
Fast pitch and a pitch black or just one?
Just my fast pitch is great, so I just need a pitch black because the other one I
Go
don't.
both.
Yeah, I don't want to. It would be really interesting because I want to leave my fast pitch shiny
Yeah.
because it does kind of shine
It's
up.
lane shined or lane shined on.
So I think I'm going to have a really good 1-2 punch with a fresh pitch black
Yeah.
and leaving my fast pitch shiny.
Yeah, it's
So I think that
it's probably not a bad idea.
So I think it's going to work out pretty
Are
good.
you gonna go? What are you gonna drill that? Are you gonna drill it, or are you just gonna take it and?
I'm probably it depends on what we have coming up because we haven't really had anything here
You
recently
still
where
have that promotion that you were going to short pin taser.
yeah, I'm going to short pin that promotion and I'm going to
That's
drill my
probably
I'm
gonna
going
be
to drill my
fun.
Crux Prime too. So
Have they released the patterns at all yet? Are they doing that anymore? I don't remember.
no, they don't release the patterns for nationals. But if you
They're
go
not
back,
gonna change it up too
they
much.
don't change stuff very much at all. They have a score. They found the scoring pace they like.
Does
It's
Hoagland
been-
design those patterns too?
Yeah.
Does he really?
Yep, the scoring pace, if you go back and look at the numbers to cash for every event, they've been within like 10, 15 pins of each other for like the last 6 or 7 years.
Yeah. So he's probably just. tweaking it a
So
little
yeah,
bit.
they just adjust them a little bit based on topography, age of the center, where they're actually at. But since they've been in Reno, Vegas, he's really familiar with both of those centers. So
Your thing's in play a lot on the right side of nationals too, if I remember. Right?
yeah, and actually too, when we went in 2019, we did the practice session, and so we tried 2 different strategies on each lane. We had the righties all, and of course Chaz was the only lefty at the time, but we had all the righties throw sanded resin reactive stuff
Yep.
to try to burn the track.
Mhm.
And then on the other lane, we had all of them throwing urethane, like down 13, 14, 15 to try to create a shim and figure out what was better. Universally, it was burn the track, but when we actually got on the tournament lanes, everybody was throwing urethane. The only reason I wasn't was because I didn't have one with me. So
I'm surprised you didn't go into the storm to the drill one.
oh no.
He's not going to let somebody else throw the ball.
That's true. Sorry, disregard. That was a
Yeah.
dumb comment.
No, but it was one of those things where
If
we
he can go
got-
hit, I want this ball and let me do it.
I had
I
a
totally get it. It's amazing.
I had a pin down IQ tour, which actually looked really good if I'd have been able to throw it good. But I
A
tightened
pin
up.
down IQ tour.
Yes. So yeah, it was a pin down 5-inch IQ tour.
That
so
was
it
when you
didn't-
were on the right side, right?
Yeah, I didn't flare
I
at
think
all.
Bolo in Discord actually got that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it was still in great shape.
Yeah. I
Pin
think
down IQ tour. That would probably look pretty
Mhm.
good on something short.
All right, so we're into the title match,
Yeah, he's throwing his first shot. Here.
And-
Second
yeah.
shot. He's piping it right
and
at
so
5.
it's just a little late, but the fast pitch is really round. I really like the fast pitch. I think
why you wanted another one.
it's not urethane. It's not like urethane, because it does still shine up quite a bit faster than urethane.
It looks pretty good. It really
but
does.
it's the urethane shape. They got the shape right on this one because the pitch
Still-
purple is
he's
very
still a
round.
square ball. That's weird.
Yeah, I talked about that. I said, the rest of us get in trouble for, I'm Storm, so I have to be Storm bag, Storm chamois,
Yeah.
Storm apparel, whatever else. I can throw the balls from the other companies, but
I thought he was throwing an ice or something at some point. I don't know.
yeah, I think he used to throw an ice, but I think Simonson throws an ice too. But
Maybe he just. Usually, even those guys, you see them still throwing their
I think-
brand.
What
of
was the
scribble.
rule though? Was like over
They're
50% of your
special.
bag
Over 50% of my bag has to be storm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's every time you bowl.
Yeah.
So I have, if I take 6 balls, 3 of them have to be storm
Because they pay
per
attention to
contract.
that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, because anybody follows that rule or anybody pays attention to anything.
I watched
so.
Austin Bolt show up with almost all 900 global stuff one day.
As long as
Everybody right now shows up with all 900 global stuff. So.
Dude, the Zen is just nasty.
Pass that off.
Yeah.
We'll get the IPL.
How was he finished first? What happened?
Oh my, yeah, great question.
What happened here?
Yeah.
You are
Yeah, it was
breaking
funny.
the
Well,
logic.
he said that they had $3 $3 tall boys all weekend. So
What's funny is if Luke and I aren't talking and we're both drinking tall boys, we drink about the same pace.
Yeah,
It's kinda
yeah.
funny.
Yes.
All right, here's the next one.
yeah, the IPL, and this is where we get into interesting because the Pilsner is good for a lighter kind of Miller Lite,
Here it goes, here it
Budweiser, or Miller Budweiser
Yeah.
type stuff. The Kolsch is a pretty typical Kolsch, but once again, it's a good one. I really like this whole Prost.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Like that mug.
I got that from a family member for Christmas, actually.
That's actually pretty slick.
Ow.
Don't do that.
But yeah, this one's interesting because it's a pale ale lager.
Pretty good pour there.
So
Pale ale lager. Sweet.
yes, IPL.
Why aren't you guys drinking tequila and prune juice?
What?
Billy says, why aren't you guys drinking tequila and prune juice? I'll pass. I don't mind tequila, but
Is the pitch purple good for a low rev rate? I don't think the pitch purple is good at all. Period. So, and it got discontinued after 8 months. So I think.
wow, I guess the 9 to go.
So the pitch purple wasn't around very long. So
Was
it
that their way to
valiant
try and
attempt,
mimic the purple hammer? Is that what they were trying for there?
I think that was the attempt. I think they got way closer with the fast pitch though.
Oh yeah. What's
I
funny
think-
is it's not purple.
And which is the funny thing too is that the fast pitch has the fever pitch core,
Somebody actually just asked you, Matt.
and the
if you-
fever pitch was terrible.
just asked about the fever pitch actually.
No, it was bad.
There you go,
Mine was
Matt.
okay.
It was bad,
Mine won me money.
and it was more orange than I
See,
am.
then it made it. It did what it was
Yeah.
supposed to do.
Mine made
So,
me some money.
What's interesting about this is Buttriff and
Boom.
Vi threw very, very good shots for 6 frames, and then the wheels fall off, and it is a wild ride.
Well, Vi's throwing.
Very wild
He's
ride.
basically just throwing it right up 5.
Is that tequila and prune juice?
Yo.
That sounds about as bad as that chocolate creme brulee tequila that Angel got. Think
Yeah.
about this, you tequila drinkers. Chocolate creme brulee tequila.
I missed the tequila part when I bought it.
Yeah. Chocolate creme brulee. Oh, that sounds great. Yeah.
I like tequila, but it's got to
When
be like
he
Patron.
opened the
Yeah.
present and he read it, I was like,
Oh, it's
OMG, what did I just do?
Billy says, polish up the pitch purple. Yeah, that sounds disgusting. Polish up the pitch purple. Totally different ball.
Polished pitch purple. A polished fast pitch is better.
That's
The
what
same
mine
the
was.
same idea as the pitch purple. The
Yes.
fast pitch is actually a little rounder, and so the pitch purple had kind of more of an arc to it. It had an arcy shape, and it's hard to explain the difference between an arc and a rounder shape. But the rounder shape will give you like Buttriff's Black Hammer is kind of an arc, and it's really different on the eyes to look at it. But a rounder shape makes the pocket bigger. So you notice that off hits with like a Venom Recoil or a Jackal Flash or something, the off hits carry better than they do with something like a Horizon or a
Yes.
even a Venom Shock.
Yes.
So it's just different that the rounder shape, the rounder kind of continuing walking shape.
Kind of like the
actually
Jackal
makes the
Flash. The Flash
Yes.
is one of those.
The Flash is a
Yes.
very round shape that
Yes.
you get those off hits and you kick more 10s with.
Yeah, it's the
So
Flash is a different animal. That thing's when I first threw it, it was not what I expected at all.
the pitch purple is not discontinued. It's still on the site.
No way.
I thought it was discontinued months ago.
They still have it.
Months ago. It can't. No, I'm pretty sure
I
it's
was gonna
been
say you're gonna
discontinued. I don't
discontinue
know
the
why
idol,
it's
but you
still on
keep
the
the pitch
site.
purple.
Yeah.
I'll look.
He's right up. He's throwing it right at 5.
Yeah. So he's just given it a little, and yeah, this is great. And the 6th frame is where the wheels just fall off of both of them. It's like they were doing fine, and then
He's a little inside of 5.
yeah, but that's such a round shape because it's so hard
That's
to
what you threw at
explain.
Swiss for like all 12 years.
Oh yeah, and it was just ridiculous.
It's 100% still on the site. Yeah.
So interesting. I swore it was. I thought it was discontinued like 6
So are
months
they
ago.
really good if it's discontinued? It's off the site.
Most of the time, yes. I don't think it's not available for us to order anymore. Yeah, I've got
See,
it
that
on my-
shot he threw there was pretty good. I mean, look,
See, now-
if you look at speed and where the ball
Yeah.
hit the lane, I mean, he repeated there. It just checked.
I will be
He almost 4.9.
stunned if it's still available for me to order.
I'm curious now.
You ready?
Yes, it's on there. The pitch purple is still on the site. I swore it was discontinued.
Can you still
forever.
order it?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
that's all right.
You sure you want one?
How about Crown and Buttermilk?
Actually, Don Julio and pickle juice. I have had that and it's fantastic.
Woof.
Yeah,
And I like pickles.
it's actually really good.
You can have mine.
Okay,
Mm.
order it up, bartender.
The fever pitch was discontinued in 8 months. It didn't last very long. I'm still,
I thought the ball looked cool.
I'm still stunned that the pitch purple's there because
Well, and
it's
didn't
terrible.
they rush the fever to get released because they wanted Jesper to use it?
Yeah, they kind of rushed it a little bit,
That makes
or they
sense.
actually let him use it early or something, or that they announced it earlier than they wanted to so that he could use it in that last February for when the tour started or something. So definitely not.
Oh, that makes sense.
Actually, definitely.
They make terrific pair. They go together like lamb and tuna fish.
Yeah.
Lamb and tuna fish. What's the name of that movie? Somebody said that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lamb. Oh, Big Daddy. Is it lamb and tuna fish? What he was talking about?
Mm.
I can't think of his dang name now. Lamb and tuna fish.
All right.
That's a good shot there.
Yeah, so that's great.
Okay.
Now
So
it gets
we're dead even through
interesting.
6 here.
Now it looks like they're dead even right now. And so
The way he slides is so weird too.
yeah, and I have a hard time believing he can still get leverage on the ball while he lets it go and then continues to slide.
I don't know how he
That-
doesn't pull a groin muscle.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That
I just-
confuses me because his leg is so stiff and straight.
Yeah, it's like so far out in front of him.
So yeah, you'd think he'd almost hyperextend himself. So we're in the 7th frame. Vi is throwing here in the 7th.
That's
got-
left.
Yeah, he got that way left.
Oh, he almost
way
carried it.
fast.
Oh, that's good.
Left a bucket.
That's
yeah.
really good.
Uh-huh. Halfway between a lager and an IPA. It's not quite as hoppy as an IPA.
Trevor sends me a message on Friday and tells me I to go because they're in Springfield. And
Mm.
has me go get.
Amanda was complaining about that. She's like, "Frickin' Trevor!"
Yeah. So it's asking if I would go when we were going to go before, and I ended up staying home. So she
Uh-huh.
sends Amanda to go get 3 cases of Boulevard
Yeah.
something because they had a special on it.
Yeah.
And it's right around the corner from their house, but they're in Springfield. High road to urethane.
Yeah, high road urethane. That would be exciting.
There you go. Send me
But-
all the.
All right, so we're going to the 8th frame. We'll do a little bit of play-by-play here. We're going to the 8th frame. For everybody that's seen this, or if you're kind of following along here, we're in the 8th frame of the championship match at the U.S. Open, Buttriff versus Vi.
And this
Vi
is the first time I've seen this.
Vi is down by 1 now. Technically down by 1. He's his max score is 11 pins lower because Buttriff's working on a double. He tugged the crap out of the last one.
All right. Buttriff is ahead in the match at this time.
That was a pretty good shot.
That was a pretty good shot.
That was a
yeah.
pretty good shot. This leaves a 10 pin. There's nothing.
Maybe a little firm, maybe.
Yeah, maybe a little firm, but the fast pitch was not quite early enough, I don't think. But it was a nice round shape. It was
Yeah.
hitting the pocket, and based on what, but it's interesting because Buttriff had a great look and shot like 240 or 250 the game before. So, you're not thinking Vi is going to go conservative. So I think sometimes you can get faked out by ball reaction in practice. Like, okay, we have a good look. And then the lanes transition just a little bit. And then by the time you get a couple shots into the game, then all of a sudden the transition catches up with you. And it's like, okay, well, this is great in practice. It was great for the first half of the game. Now I'm having problems.
All right, so Vi goes 9 spare, and Buttriff's up 2 at this point.
So
Oh, he
tugs the piss out of that look. The
He
break
did-
point, the break point board he was 3 boards right with that, and only drove by an 8. Only drove by an 8.
But that's what urethane does. It won't overhook.
Man up, just drink Natty Light. That's okay.
Oh.
I'll be
No.
full and sick a long time before you ever feel that.
Just drink Natty Light. I'd rather drink Busch Light. And Busch Light's not that bad. I'd drink that over
Yeah.
Natty.
So we got the spare, and so
Especially
his
when
max
kind of beer I drink,
is
it's not really beer, so.
his max
Yeah.
is now a pin. Buttress a pin ahead of Vi going into the 9th frame. 238 is the max for Buttriff. Vi is 237. And Buttriff has been he's finished second place the last 2 years, I think, or 2 of the last 3 years or something. And so at this point, you're feeling like, okay, whoa.
Wow, and then he dumps it left.
Yeah. And then he just flags it straight left, which is a normal thing. You
Was
know,
that a
you
379? Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he tugs the last one, and it's just a normal human, no matter how good you are, it's like, okay, well, I definitely don't want to tug it again.
So you make, yeah.
And so instead of
Yeah.
regrouping and throwing a good shot, then it's not even like it's at some point, I think it's a subconscious thing. I think it's one of those things where even if you intend to throw a good shot, your head's like, I just don't
we
want to
all
tug it again.
we all do it.
Yeah.
I don't care. We all do it.
Yeah, sushi boat.
Yeah, the sushi boat looked amazing. I'm really jealous about that.
boat.
Vi is very underrated the last 2 years. He's going to make a name. We see. Oh, yeah. I mean, he's already making every show possible on a major.
Aspen fat. I'll show the sushi boat here in a minute. But yeah, we got our sushi on a
That
boat
looks so
yesterday.
good. Is there any California rolls there?
No, definitely not.
We did.
Yeah, come on now. Definitely not.
They just brought it to us on a boat. The sushi wasn't actually that expensive. It was like 12,
That's a
13
good shot.
Yeah,
And
it
it
was
just-
just
One
yeah.
of my rolls was,
he might have gotten a little bit
11.
slow, but
I
yeah.
think one of his was 15 and the other 2 were like 12.
Was it random?
Yeah, we
We
got
picked them.
four rolls plus tax, 4 special rolls. 4 special
How
rolls
much was
plus
the boat? There
tax
you
was
go.
$60.
There you go.
And they delivered it on a boat.
I
I'll
mean,
show
that's-
you the boat in a second.
That's a lot of sushi.
Yeah.
A lot of sushi. It's weird to me how he's throwing that RG spitball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
he had a nice.
Again, it was a close shot. It was a good enough shot. He might have gotten just a little bit slow, but again, the previous shot, he caved the bucket and only left the 5 pin.
Right.
So he might have slowed up a little bit, and it was a little strong. But after the first game, after they got a game of play on the lane on both sides, it got a little tricky. As Kona lost his look, then Nair lost his look against Buttriff.
Did Ascona throw the
was
purple hammer?
Sterner did too.
I think they threw.
So
Yeah,
we're in the
week.
10th
for
frame.
Sure.
Vi can strike out, shut him out. Just needs to stay clean. But on a
He
spare,
misses it right.
on a
Oh,
spare,
no.
he just throws it dead to the ditch. So now
He's feeling it.
the max is 214, 214. So Vi has to make this 2-8 and then strike to force Buttriff
Oh,
to
he-
strike out.
He did just flat dump it.
Yeah, he just dumped it, and he didn't gas it though. So that's one of those
Yeah.
things that he didn't make 2 mistakes at the same time. He got it a little bit right, but the miss right was there, just not really with a fast pitch.
Purple hammer is DC'd now, right? Or yes, it's DC'd, but they're making a comeback.
They're making a new.
They're
one.
making a comeback.
Mhm. So we'll have to,
2 non-Brunswick guys here, so
yeah. But very
one's
solid.
being poured in Mexico, while the other one was poured in. Where was it?
Hopkinsville, and they
yeah.
can't.
I'm sorry,
They
you're not going to
can't
be able to replicate
copy
it.
everything.
Yeah, it's not gonna
So because of the USBC rules and regulations, you just can't do that.
Bummer. Not the bad mouth the company. It's just,
That's why when 900 Global moved their production to Utah,
yeah.
they had to discontinue everything that was being made in San Antonio.
Yeah, because they were actually, from what I understood, is some of their newer stuff that they were coming out with was really good. Like the Volt, the Flux, the Booyah, the urethanes that they had were apparently were really popular.
The Flux was the Booyah, the Pink Badger. They had to discontinue a lot of really cool stuff.
Yeah.
All right,
They
Okay.
still
so
got a good chunk out there though before they discontinued it though, didn't they?
yeah, big shot for Vi here,
And he throws one. He gets
Yeah.
up there and throws one.
and that was a great shot.
Yeah, he threw that pretty good. Because now He has to strike out the tie.
Oh yeah, the equilibrium. Yeah, Buttriff has to strike out to tie now.
Oh, the equilibrium. Yeah, I heard that ball was really good.
Is that the like brown turd looking one?
Yeah, it's like a maroonish, brownish color.
That's all Jesse Bauer threw yesterday.
No, that's
no, he's throwing an Obsession.
Obsession Tour.
We're talking about the equilibrium.
900 Global. Jesse's Ebonite.
That was a good shot. Yeah, it was. They both have the same colors.
Yeah. All right, so that was it. Well, and that the last one.
About the equilibrium.
Jesse.
Yes, it was Duval. That was a good shot.
Buttriff's first shot in the 10th was great, but the last one, this has been his best lane.
Damn, you're ahead of me.
This was his best lane anyway. No, that's a Black Widow urethane. That's not a Black Hammer. That's a Black Widow urethane.
Bruce, don't you have one of those? I know he's still in the
I wondered, it was flaring all over the place, and so that's why I was kind of.
He's got a weird hitch.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So that's been his best lane, and that last shot before in the 8th, he just tugged it. He just tugged the crap out of it, and so it's like, okay, well, if we make some good shots here.
What's funny is they put brand new pins in for the Masters and carried them over, and apparently they couldn't get anything like messengers, anything. The decks were like dead. And of course, he gets that to bounce right off the kicker.
With urethane.
What is it?
So he needs a strike.
What is the tournament playing on?
He needs
Just
a strike
force
to tie.
Yeah, strike to tie, and he
missed it right.
The balls out
and that's a loser.
Tugs the balls out of it.
And Vi's just sitting there and wants to just be ecstatic, and he's like, I can't do it.
And poor Buttriff, because this is his second place finish at the U.S. Open, I think, in a row.
Buttriff?
In a row, yeah.
That guy there deserves a win.
Yeah. And
as many major shows as he's made in a row.
Either one of them would have been fantastic to win, really.
Buttriff has been so close so many times in so many big matches and whatever else, and just can't, for whatever reason, get it done. And I don't think it's an inability to close or clutch up. And I think that was just a bad shot at the wrong time. I don't think because it came off his hand pretty good. It was just in.
Could you imagine if not that I'm ever going to win a U.S. Open, but if I was to ever win a U.S. Open and they put a jacket on me, how big it would be?
Yeah.
Because have you ever noticed they all fit perfect when they do it? It's like, they don't go get their size, but I'd be like swimming in it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn caps lock. He's young. We'll crack it. He went away. Oh, yeah. Bruce did have a Black Widow urethane.
I'll go get the Dunkel now.
I'm sorry. I'm slamming it.
You're actually talking more today, though.
Luke's putting me to shame. I've had it. It's, you know what? I didn't bowl that greatest today, but whatever it was that you guys saw or he saw.
Dunkel.
I'm throwing it so much better. I was very satisfied the whole weekend.
Sweet. That's good. Well, and sometimes you get better before your scores get better, and I don't think a lot of people realize that.
Shoes are great now. Yes. Amanda's now ready for another pair. She's ready for a pair of them.
Really?
Yeah, she said that her Dexter's, you've seen the one she has. She says that she's had issues with them rubbing the back of her heel or something.
Oh, the fit.
I don't know. But she wants a pair of them.
Sushi boat.
She's the same size as you, isn't she?
No.
Sushi boat.
Shoe size?
Yeah.
No.
Oh. Because you put hers on.
It's tight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My toes were like crinkled up inside there.
Well, you should have her try yours on so you know what size to order, though.
I do. Well, I think it's a half size difference. So when I ordered mine, it was definitely a half size difference.
Sushi boat.
Well, I'm just saying though, if she tried yours on, then she could tell, do they feel tight or do they feel too big? What to
Belmo beat Simo last year, so
it's true.
He's Buttriff has had 3. They were saying that.
This is a really cool mug, by the way. If you can see that.
Yeah.
The bowling ball.
Sushi boat.
Sorry, continue. I'm jealous. That mug is pretty good.
Rainbow roll, pretty close.
We actually had that customized.
It's really
laser
cool.
etched.
That's really cool. But yeah, good thinking. I'll have her do that tonight. And I was on wood approaches this weekend. They have wood approaches, so if you're having.
I used the dots this weekend. I switched the dots on Friday because they were so tacky. Because it'd been like 70, 80 degrees outside here. Mm-hmm. It's like they didn't turn on the AC and they had no fans on.
At Westridge?
Yes.
I bowled Wednesday night and they were terrible.
Sorry, D. Duval, your last comment YouTube said no to. So Dang YouTube.
Automatically held.
Yeah.
You can view the message, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
If you view it, does it pop it up there and everybody sees it?
No, we
No.
can. But
I'm drinking some Yingling Black and Tan. I gotta run. Thanks, guys.
awesome,
See ya,
dude.
Todd.
Yep.
Hoping Velma will bounce back
Yeah.
as soon as possible. Yeah, I don't know. I think
Oh
it's
yeah,
just this year.
it's time for youth league in Hawaii. I think.
What?
Because we're 5 hours ahead of them.
On a Sunday, usually?
Yeah, Sunday at like noon or 12:30. Because I remember doing a
Oh, I guess it would be that time.
live stream with them or a live chat. We
Yeah,
gotta
they
set
did
that
a
up
Zoom
again,
call.
Todd, if you're still here.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, I got to bowl next
We need
to
to get.
Chaston yesterday.
We need to look at figuring out how to do that better though, because we got kicked out.
Yeah.
We're still time to watch Happy Gilmore's caddy on the Masters.
Yeah. That was kind of funny. There's this kid it's tiny, and he looks like the kind of albino, floofy haired kid from
Yes.
Happy Gilmore,
Yes.
Happy Gilmore or whatever. So, oh yeah, Belmo's going home. He's gonna. Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
talk to you on Discord, Todd, and we'll see you later.
Yeah, Bilmo said he was going home. He's been a long way. I bet his wife's almost. She's ready to.
There you go. D. Duval. Yep, you've been jumping up screaming if you won the U.S. Open on the bench. Yeah.
Oh, I would.
Vi's very quiet. He's a Francois Lavoie, Sam Cooley type of guy. So
I probably would have lost my mind.
yeah.
He's just so respectful.
Zalatoris.
That would have been so out of character for him.
Oh yeah, I mean, I wouldn't like to just blow my top, but at that moment, as many major shows as you made in a row, knocking on the door, I would have lost my top.
Oh God, NASCAR.
Don't hate.
Woof.
I like NASCAR. Masters
NASCAR.
golf was on. Masters. I think.
Yeah, we're gonna turn that on.
I wish I could post pics.
Hideki Matsuyama.
Is he still leading? For sure.
No, he had the big lead.
Yeah, Belmo's going home. I believe he said something about his wife.
Yeah, he's up 6.
Oh God, it's over. She's about ready to have the little one, so she's.
Yeah.
And he has to have a mandatory? Is it 10-day quarantine in a hotel room by himself?
Yeah, if they're still doing that.
They are. He said they
Yeah.
are.
Uh huh.
Because when's the next tournament?
That's a while.
I
I think actually the PWBA is getting ready to kick off here in a couple weeks. They have the first weekend of May. They have one in Lincoln that we're looking at going to.
Are they gonna let you attend it?
Yeah, I would hope so. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they don't have any spectators, we're not going anywhere. We'll watch it on
You're gonna be the guy that hangs out outside the doors and just
Yeah.
drives up there to sign autographs.
14-day quarantine.
You could do that if you wanted some stuff signed for the.
Mm-hmm.
Just hang out outside the door and be those people.
Yeah.
I was hoping that Daniel McKeown was going to make the cut for this. She didn't make. No, she made the Cashers round, didn't she?
I didn't see the list on that one.
Yeah, she bowled. She made the cut. She made the.
Yeah.
She didn't make the top. She didn't make the match play, but she made the top 36.
She made. She made the Cashers round.
Yeah. 2 weeks of roast me Belmo 2 incoming. Yeah. Heck yeah. You think Roto will see stateside stuff approved this week or later? They've already got some stuff approved, but they're trying to catch up on production of a lot of the other stuff. And I hear that we're getting more stuff get discontinued here pretty quick.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think it's going to be?
I know what it's going to be, actually.
Oh, we won't talk about it then.
Yeah, I'll tell you about it later.
Yeah, we won't talk about it then.
So, yeah, Danielle works ridiculously hard. Ridiculously hard.
Motive we just discontinued three
Mhm.
balls. Everybody knows them now. The Tank Blitz was discontinued. The Ripcord Flight and the Thrills. The Thrills were discontinued.
There's
Right?
several
What's on that?
hundred.
The Baby Blue.
There are
Pretty.
Yeah.
there are several hundred Zens on back order that
Yes.
they have to catch up on.
They probably the Zens are probably one of the hardest bowling balls to get right now.
Yeah.
That's a fact. And if you have one, it's like gold right now.
Yep. I've got one.
I was getting ready to say he's got one.
I need about tree fitted.
Are you gonna get one? Because
Not
no, because it's got purple on it.
$3.50.
Oh my goodness.
Alpha Jackal's no longer on the ball
Every
guide.
time
Yep.
you've asked me to.
I know, but that ball looks so. For anybody that throws it, I shouldn't even be saying that.
Jackie
But
Matsuyama.
Do not care. I am that opposed to it.
I shouldn't get in trouble for saying that. But
Mm-hmm.
maybe I should plug something in here while I'm here.
Zalatoris.
Oh, The Trident Horizon will be released this week on the 14th, by the way.
God, that was not.
If you're interested in that. Threw that a lot this weekend. I've thrown it quite a bit. It looks really good. It's a good piece.
Not in 14 pounds, yeah.
I keep forgetting about production, presence.
Jordan Richard is going to win some tournaments. That's going to be.
She's with Storm now or Roto? Well, same
Roto.
thing. I mean,
Yeah. Jordan Richard's going to win some tournaments.
Oh yeah, start making your predictions for PWBA. There you go.
I need to look at the roster again, but
yeah.
Jordan Richard, I think I don't know how many stops.
Okay, I got
16-year-old chick's going to win.
Over under. Shannon O'Keefe wins for the year.
3.5.
And a half.
I have to
Is she
do
gonna
it.
tie?
I have no. I'm going to say that's what I have to do. So I mean, if it,
she's already got one, right? In the Kickoff Classic, didn't she get one?
I don't know if that actually counts.
That's part of the season. They just had to.
Yeah. Okay.
So she's got one.
Jillian Martin's going to win a couple, I think.
Is she doing the full tour?
I don't know. That's the thing, is I don't know exactly what she's doing. I think.
I doubt she is because of her youth stuff. Still.
Yeah, Jordan Richards going to win 2. Liz Culkin's going to win 1.
3.5.
Yeah, well, I have to set it because if it's 3, then if
it's gonna be a push.
3,
okay.
Yeah, that's what I gotta say.
It could be a push.
One of us takes the over and one takes the under, and it's 3, then we both lose.
All right, chat. How many titles is Shannon O'Keefe gonna win this year on the PWBA tour? Because they have a full schedule.
3.
3's a good number.
3.
She's already got one.
Yeah.
She won one of the Kickoff Classic, correct?
I think she's going to win 3, but there's some. It depends on how many of the Korean women come over, because you got like Sherry Tan.
All of them.
Yeah, all of them.
She's amazing.
Sherry Tan's ridiculous. Shayna Ung is pretty good. Shalin Zulkifli.
They're in the guide, Grandmaster Yoda, but they are gone. I promise. Try and order them through a distributor, and they're gone. They just haven't taken them off the guide yet, but I promise they're gone. It's like gold mine right now for me trying to get a Tank Blitz. I'm trying to get a Tank Blitz, and I can't get one.
Polish. Daria Payuk needs to learn how to bowl with the women again.
Yes.
Because she spent way too much time on her rev rate. Yeah, Team Singapore. Yeah, that's not Korea.
But
Singapore.
She also is Verity going to win one this year?
I think Verity finally breaks through because she's been working really hard.
Remember, though, she's had that layoff. I think that layoff is going to affect her.
But she's been back in the country for a couple weeks now, and she's bowled a couple of local tournaments.
I think Rocio won one.
Rocio might win one. Rocio's actually throwing it better. So Daria needs to.
Dasha's going to win one.
Dasha,
yeah. Oh, God, yes.
Dasha's going to win at least one.
Does Diana Z get one?
I think we see her on plenty of shows, and I think she probably gets one.
I think she's still learning the storm equipment.
I think she's still working with it. I think Verity gets one. Daria has spent way too much time on her rev rate.
I've noticed that on Instagram and stuff, that she's really working on hitting it. I'm like, what? Just do what's comfortable.
It's not the best thing for the women's tour. Rev rate doesn't really get it done out there.
It's funny, Dasha, old boyfriend, was shorter than Jonathan. Thank you.
Yeah. Josh Roca.
As you all know, I'm a short person if you've watched James' stream.
Mm-hmm.
I think Rodriguez could win one. Dasha, Mr. Hunter, what a great moment to watch. Yeah, that was a really cool
moment. Maria Jose Rodriguez, yeah.
Yeah, Maria's throwing it really good.
Mm-hmm.
She actually bowled fantastic these last 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
U.S. Open and the Masters.
Yeah.
She made the Masters cut.
Yeah, she made the Masters cut.
She threw it really good for 2 weeks. It's funny enough. Yeah, this one, I think Rocio won one, and missing one is a Team Singapore bowling tour.
And that's the thing. Sherry Tan, Shayna Ung.
For those that don't know, Dasha is James is high.
Yeah.
She's pretty tall.
She's taller than I am. She's 6'2", I think.
Is she really?
Yeah, she's super tall.
I thought she was just a little shorter than you.
No, she's actually taller than me.
See, what's funny is TV doesn't even make her look that tall.
No, she comes to Swiss Trios on occasion, and I've noticed she's tall.
She wasn't there last year, was she?
No, because their team name is usually Dasha Wears Your Shirt.
Yeah.
Aaron McCarthy going to squeeze one out? Yeah, I will say. I think McCarthy's going to get one this
I
year.
really like to see.
Yeah,
her.
I like Aaron McCarthy.
I think McCarthy's going to get one. She bowled really good at the entire kickoff classic. I think she's going to get one.
She is fantastic.
Team motive. So we'll go with her on that one.
Bernice Lim. She's the one that sits there and does the frickin' Rubik's cubes while she's annihilating people.
Wait a minute. She sits and does Rubik's cubes while she's bowling.
Yeah, okay. Bernice Lim. She's the there's a great shot of her just kind of she's fiddling with the Rubik's cube, and then she finishes it and puts it down and then blows on her fingers and then goes. It's great. It's like the best shot I've ever seen. She finishes it and puts it down and then.
I forgot to tell you. I finally saw. Remember the lady that we were in Wichita bowling the Tour KC, and she was our lane waitress, the Black Widow or
Sherry Tan.
She bowls for Wichita State.
Daphne Tan.
Gave her a nickname. I can't think of what. Who was it? What's her nickname?
Jazreel Tan. What?
Oh, the team name. It's the Dragon.
Oh yeah.
Komodo Dragon.
Yeah, Kanemoto.
Finally got to see her bowl.
Sierra Kanemoto. She was on
our squad down there at Southwest.
She's super sweet.
New Hui Fen.
What about the PWBA girl that just joined from KC? Sorry, I just read that.
Damn it, Bruce.
I shouldn't have read that. Fantastic Muller. Team Singapore is dominant. Yeah, Singapore has got some players.
Kevin.
Bruce, you're kicked out of the chat.
I can kick him out.
No, don't.
But yeah, there's so many that I'm going to have to do a full-on.
Well, the next topic will be Bruce's girlfriends and if he keeps it up.
Uh-oh. This is really getting sideways.
This is what happens when Angel's here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I want to say something so bad.
Let it die down.
But yeah, I think, and obviously, if there's like 15 tournaments, we can't have 25 wins from everybody. But I think Verity gets one. I think.
How many Okay, here's a good question. How many multiple winners are there going to be this year?
Shannon O'Keefe, Jordan Richard. At least Shannon O'Keefe and Jordan Richard. Those are.
Does Julia Bond get another one?
Definites. I think Julia Bond probably gets another one, but she is kind of lacks in the power department. So I think it's going to be limited for her to stuff that's pure just shot making. She's going to have a really good shot at those.
Now the one that
Zalatoris.
What's that?
Jillian Martin.
No, look at me. Who was the one that Julia Bond beat?
Jillian Martin.
I thought it was Jillian Martin.
She beat no. She beat
Brianna Cote. No, Brianna Cote.
Cote got one.
Yeah, she won.
She beat
Jillian Martin.
Somebody help us out in the chat. Who did Julia Bond beat for her title at the Kickoff Classic for the
She's
PWBA?
the one that you said that always has a problem when she gets into the final match.
Lindsay Boomershine.
Thank you. Does she finally get one?
I hope so. Poor Lindsay. I am such a big Lindsay fan because she tries so hard and she cares so much, and I think that gets in her way. She had a really good attitude about the last one because she's like, I finally shot 200 on TV.
Yeah, on TV. Shannon O'Keefe, Daniel McEwen.
Yeah, Daniel McEwen.
So that's Duval's prediction.
Yes, Shannon O'Keefe.
Valerie Bercier throws it so good.
Yeah, Valerie Bercier. Shannon O'Keefe definitely wins multiples. Danielle McEwen definitely wins multiples, and Jordan Richard definitely wins multiples.
I don't think Bercier will get a title this year. I think she's knocking on the door, but I don't. She
needs more TV time.
She does.
I think she needs more TV time.
But she's definitely knocking on the door. She throws it so good.
Now, what about some of the veterans? Do you think that any of them?
Liz Johnson's
going to get a title.
She's had problems with her knees, and that's really the only thing. Is time's just catching
Who's
up.
PWBA lady that just moved to Topeka? What?
Didn't know there was one.
I didn't either. News to us.
Is this another Bruce joke or is
this... I think it is.
Yeah.
Trying to think. There's a name popping into my head that I can't think of that on the PWBA tour because I honestly don't follow the tour enough.
Kelly Kulick has
he said Brian
Brian
Horn
Horn's
is
drilling
no
her
joke.
equipment?
Brian Horn's drilling our equipment.
Oh, okay. Kelly Kulick's problem is that she, I think, has gone a little bit too far the direction of make a good shot and see what happens.
Yeah.
Just make your best shot, make your best shot. It's a little past making your best shot. I think it's one of those things where you have to have some of that Shannon O'Keefe aggression to where you're going to make a good shot.
Yeah.
But you're going to will the pins down too. It's not, I think Kelly Kulick has kind of backed off a little bit too much.
Right.
She's lost a little bit of the fire in search of,
I can see that.
just make a good shot, stay patient, whatever else. There's sometimes you just can't.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we haven't seen her for a couple of years.
Good question for you. I think we kind of talked about this a little bit in regards to your Nationals breakdown. But how do good players / teams prep the lanes during practice? Like, are you talking, how do they work together to break them down? Is that what you're asking?
Above, just period. How do they work together? Somebody made a comment that it's better for the team chemistry itself, like to be able to play off each other versus the actual skill level of the bowler.
I agree with that 100%. If you bowl with people you're uncomfortable with bowling with, you feel like you're bowling in a phone booth. I'm sorry, but it kind of gets that way.
Illinois or Indiana
That's
area.
partially what I never sign up for sub lists.
Yeah, and I don't blame you on that. Yeah, that's a shame. But
I think I remember him saying something about that, but I have no idea who
Yeah,
it was.
Now you got me baffled here.
Oh, no. Bruce's ex-girlfriend, brother.
Yeah.
You got me now. He got me earlier. I was reading the comment, and then it just made me laugh. And oh, goodness.
Jasmine Mason should win one this year. I think we'll see her on a couple shows anyway.
Yeah, she's definitely knocking on the door. I'm not sure if she's ready yet either.
But she did have some good TV confidence when she was in that one little.
Yes, I think the PBA shows that she did.
She doesn't have a shortage of confidence. I think she just needs.
No.
I think she just needs.
That one little.
Well, that's the thing. I think she's got a little bit too much.
PBA thing.
I was just saying it was like the gimmicky sort of one that they did. It wasn't actually like a.
It was a clash.
So
it?
Kelly Kulick has kind of backed off a little bit too much, and Gigi I think has a little bit too much fire, excitement. I think she kind of gets overtaken by the moment a little bit too much.
Throws a shot, and she's ready to just slap everything out, run it out, just gotta chill out a little bit. Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, but that's stuff that she'll learn.
Oh, you'll learn that as you go.
She'll learn that on
Luke
TV.
made a comment before that, like when you have the good bowlers and they start to work in the pro shops too much, their brain switches.
Oh yeah, I have no
So
doubt.
when he's talking about Kulick, that her brain has gone the other way.
She's a pro shop manager or something now, and her owner or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes.
They get
I can see that.
analytical that they just kind of.
Yeah, I can see that. That would get old. Not old, but confusing.
Yeah.
Texas Horn and that'll be good. Gigi's a great mind. Brunswick Stafford, Illinois. How do good players? I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything.
Yeah.
I want to see Kelly Kulick and Liz Johnson get one more apiece. Yeah, I think Johnson will get one before Kulick.
Yeah.
Just my opinion, but
I say Johnson
so.
she does her thing.
Yeah, I mean she is what she is. She's gonna be right and just kind of fluff it, and that's what she does.
She does not miss. She is solid.
Brianna Clemmer, that's another good one.
Yeah. Do you think Cote's going to get another one this year?
She's been bowling really good, and she did switch to 14 pounds, and that seems to have gone well. She beat Jillian Martin for one of those titles. Brianna Clemmer is pretty good. Yeah. Taylor Boltice is another one to the couple of recent graduates that I think this is going to be Taylor's first full-time since she was going to start. She graduated the year before and last year was going to be her first full season, but it got COVIDed.
If I threw 14 pounds, everything would just deflect.
And that's the thing is that there's so many good, and I've always been a bigger fan of the PWBA anyway, but there's so many
you've
good.
Always been outspoken about that.
There's so many good collegiate players that are coming out in addition to the former collegiate players that are getting better. And then We've got Team Singapore that comes over and wrecks them for the few tournaments that they bowl every year.
Well, you got to look at it on the men's side. Pretty much all the men coming out, young kids coming up here, either two-handed, turn the crap out of it, or they're one-handed, throw it really hard, and turn the crap out of it.
Now, what do you think they do with the teams? You think they keep the same just women-only teams, or do you think they mix them up now?
I think it would be more interesting to mix them up.
Are you talking for the PWBA playoffs?
The PWBA,
the league?
Yeah, the league. I think it's more interesting if they mix it up, but it's also got a whole lot of interest if you have the just male and female teams.
Well, because the female teams are going to fight hard to beat the men. I think it was interesting for sure.
I think they need a couple more.
There's so many women that bowl really well with the men.
I think
seriously.
Yeah, I think that there's not enough. They need a couple more female teams.
Yeah,
but
Matt, that's more of a Luke thing because I could see him being more in that window than I would. You reading the comment there?
Yeah,
because I've never worked in. Well, I have worked in a shop. It's just been a long time, and I just bowled.
Yeah, I think you try to when you try to get better naturally, you kind of get into the technical side of the game and try to understand ball reaction layouts and whatever else. But then you get into the trendy, buzzwords and terms and whatever else, and then you start getting a little too technical, and then you forget that it's actually about just throwing a hard, heavy object at some weird looking white sticks.
Yep.
And so then you have to kind of reset and bring it back. It's like, okay, I understand the technical stuff, but use it to knock the pins down. Don't get lost in the technical stuff.
What's wrong with throwing hard and turning the crap out?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it at all. But that's just the modern game these days. You just throw it hard and
yeah,
especially for the men. Throw it hard and turn the living crap out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, Bruce. You take my hand and rev rate for a day, and we'll talk.
Yeah.
Totally different ball game. Matsuyama is just.
Can't only throw hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matsuyama's going to run away with this. I think we're about done here. Which is,
we're all out of beer, so.
Unless there's any other questions or anything before we head off here, I'm going to head back to the house and.
Yep, he's got stuff to do, and I've got absolutely nothing to do but
yard
eat
work.
again. Yeah, we got some yard work. I gotta go pick up.
But eat again.
Definitely eat again.
Japanese food on the griddle for me tonight.
Oh,
Looking forward to it because somebody already did it without me.
Sushi.
Glad to be back. Our next Sunday, I am free, so we'll be back next Sunday.
Cool. Yeah, I don't think there's anything going on.
No.
What is next weekend?
Another sushi boat.
Yeah. 17th and 18th. I don't think there's anything going
The
on.
17th, we are going to the zoo.
Okay.
But the 18th is Sunday.
Okay.
Let's just do Sunday.
Yeah, so we'll probably have Rise and Grinds again on Sunday. That'll work out just fine.
Yeah.
And it might actually be in the morning this time.
There you have it.
What are you doing, Puggers?
Any suggestions for a topic before we get off here? Or
Maybe we can talk about some of our recent tournaments and Riley breaking his hand and.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
I don't know. Some end of the we can talk about our showdown on Thursday.
Oh yeah, because reminder, showdown.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Gosh, and I even figured out what I was doing wrong too.
Of course
so
you did.
Might be in for it.
I'm gonna throw a jackal cast.
I think I need another big set to get over 230 for
Luke's
the year.
still in the works for breaking down submitted videos of people's approaches.
Heck yeah.
I love that. I'm trying to throw it slower.
Yeah.
Hurry up, I want.
Medlin, let me see. League statistics. Oh, no, I did get to 230. I am at 230.36. Left-handed.
Us.
Making 60% of my singles.
Sweet.
Single pins.
Oh, that's cool. I like how it breaks it down. I've never paid attention to it.
I am 58 for 81 on my 7-pin.
Sweet.
But that's a lot higher percentage, 83%. That's a lot higher percentage than I thought.
Just think how many more pins
all picked up average would be two. If I picked up all my single pins, I would be at 234.
So it's not too.
So it's not, but
it's not a big punch.
4 pins a game. So yeah, it's not as bad as it could be.
When are the DC time for Roto? I can't answer that. So.
Oh, they're discontinuing some stuff here pretty quick, but I can't say.
Yeah, you can't say
what it is yet.
Can't talk about that stuff right now.
Yeah,
Hashtag
don't get nervous.
Yeah, with the phone.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Yeah, we'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for hanging out.
Got to do my plug.
Yeah.
Head over to luke.bowlinglabs.com and pick up your Heckin' Urethane t-shirts, your Panda Pack. Sorry, that's a turbo, but Panda Pack patches. Some of the proceeds from the Panda Pack patches actually go to
Positive Tails KC.
And
Dog Rescue.
once again, they're really cool patches, and it's for a really good cause. So.
Yep. We will see y'all later and go watch the U.S. Open show again. So, yeah. Rock the shirt every Friday. Sweet.
Awesome. Attaboy.
Yep.
Attaboy.
Thanks a bunch, y'all. We will see you later.